Hey everyone, so we just dropped a new customization called Custom Seasonal Profiles. And basically what we're doing is where historically you were able to set one standard minimum, base, and maximum price for each listing for the entire year. Now you can kind of break those up by seasons here, set multiple minimums, multiple bases, multiple maximums to really generate these trends that you want for your profile. So higher minimums in your high season, lower minimums in your low season without compromising the rest of the bookings here. So what this will look like for you in PriceLabs here is if we go into our customizations on the listing level, just click edit right here, scroll all the way to the bottom and click edit on this custom seasonal profile button. What you'll see here is you'll basically be able to create an unlimited number of seasons. You can name them on the left hand side here. And here in the middle, you'll see the date ranges which they span. So here you'll want to set this up where the first season always starts on January 1st. Last season always ends on December 31st. That is a requirement for this to work. And then for each of those seasons, set up your own minimum, base, and maximum price here. So you can see in the winter low season, we have a much lower base than kind of that mid-spring season. In the summer, that kind of skyrockets here. So you're kind of maintaining full control over your seasonality, keeping your prices in between these bounds that you set for each of these seasons here. So these can be set either as a fixed price here, where if you put a base of 65, the base is 65, and that's what it is. Base of 120, that's just what it is. Otherwise, you can set these up as a percentage as well. So fixed works really well on the listing level, whereas percentage, that's great on the group level, where you might have a lot of listings in a single group that all need a different base price, but they all follow the same trend. So here, instead of having fixed values, you can say, hey, in the winter, just simply drop my prices by 20%. From that standard base that you see up here in the top left corner. In the spring season, keep my base price where it is. And then in the summer, let's say double my base price from that standard base that you see here. So perfect. If we exit out of here and go up to this recommended pricing graph, we'll essentially be able to see the effect that these seasons had on the graph here. So this current price, that black line, that's going to be the price before our seasonality was updated, whereas this blue line, that's going to be our price after this change in seasonality. So you see here, during the winter months, we definitely dropped our price a little bit. So dropping that minimum price, dropping that base price. Our prices were good in the spring, so we kind of left them where they were. And then for the summer, we kind of greatly increased our prices. So since we essentially know a little more about the market and what comp sets are kind of applicable to your listings, you're able to kind of control that seasonality quite a bit better, make adjustments, fine-tune things for the holidays here, drop that low season, so on and so forth. So if under dynamic pricing, we go to our customizations here, this will essentially open up our group customizations where we can set up these same settings on the group level. So if we click edit, go down to this custom seasonal profiles, click edit. This is where that percentage really comes in handy. So instead of setting fixed rates, we're saying, hey, for all listings in the group, whether a listing in the group has a base price of 100 or 200 or 250, regardless of what that base price is, let's drop it by 15% for the low season. If we leave this blank, that'll just use the standard rates. So use the standard rates for that spring mid-season, and in the summer, start increasing these rates by, let's say, 35 or 50%, or however you have that set up. Another useful tool here is going to be this download CSV button. So if we click this, this will essentially download these dates and these rates as a spreadsheet. So you can open that up in Excel here. And this is a much quicker way to adjust things. So instead of recreating these date ranges for your seasons every time, you can simply, let's say, delete whatever prices you have in here, input a new set, and then upload that for a different listing or a different group. Otherwise, you can do some fun things with equations. So let's say copying this, and then for all of these prices here, you can basically make this price. But instead of that, just let's say increase it by 25%. And then have this simply apply to all of your rates, making that editing process quite a bit quicker. Now you would just upload this profile using this upload CSV button here. So much quicker than recreating this table every time you want to make an adjustment. And then last thing I want to note about the tool here is that if you set up your seasonal profile, so you have your seasonal profile here, the standard PriceLabs seasonality will still go into effect when we're generating your rates. So to disable the standard seasonality, if you want to get very granular on your rates, you know exactly how you want things to be priced, we do have this custom seasonality factor customization. However, this is a very advanced feature, and we only recommend using it if you have a good understanding of your seasonality, you know what you're doing with pricing your rates. So to have this activated on your account, please do send us an email at support@pricelabs.co. Tell us you want the custom seasonality factor turned on, and we'll get that posted for your account. Perfect. Let us know if you have any questions. Take care.